ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Kelsey Johnson. Welcome to Sports Wednesday. The National Family Island Regatta got underway today in beautiful Elizabeth Harbor, Exuma. For a check on the activities there, we go to Jiminita Swain, who's in Georgetown. Good evening, Jiminita.
Good evening, Kelsey. Good evening, Bahamas. Now, there was some action on the waters today with the cup races. They actually had races in classes E, C, B, and A in the beautiful Elizabeth Harbor. Now, we have results from the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources Cup, where Judgment Day won that race. Bluebird came in second, and Gold Rush came in third. In the Class C, or Commodore Emeritus Cup, skipper Stephen Knowles of the Whitty K took the win. Second was Crazy Partner, and third was It Ain't Right. Now, we're still awaiting results from the B and A classes. We'll have those results in a later newscast for you. Now, tomorrow is, of course, the start of the point races. These races will decide who will win the regatta at the end of the day. Tomorrow, classes C, D, and E will get underway at 9:30. At 12:30, we have the B class. At 3:30, we'll have the Class A races. That will be the final races of the day. Again, you can take in all of the highlights from the first day of action when we do our Regatta Time show. That's going to be live right here on the ZNS Network starting at 10 tomorrow morning. Back to you in studio, Kelsey.
Thank you so much, Jiminita. Lucius Fox recorded another career high with a triple that drove in 2 runs in the 10-8 win over Palm Beach. Fox stole his 4th base of the season in that same game. He now has 7 RBIs in 15 games on the season. The shortstop for the Charlotte Stone Crabs has played in the last 10 games for the team. His latest on Tuesday night against St. Lucie Mets.
Season is going great right now. It's a blessing to be back out there with the team and playing games again after a long off season. Just having fun, and we have a great team, so playing every day has just been a blessing, and I'm just enjoying the process. But the adjustments I've made, I just worked this whole off season on both sides of the plate, both my left-handed and right-handed swing. Just being comfortable and finding a swing that I can repeat easily. Not trying to do too much, just trusting my ability. And I've just been working on my defense, just catching the ball, throwing the ball, making all the routine plays, and just learning from last year's mistakes and other pitchers trying to get me out with pitches he was throwing to me, and just not missing my pitch.
As mentioned, Fox did play on Tuesday. He did not score in the 6-5 loss, but he reflected on Sunday's game where he had a monstrous showing.
It was a really good game from start to finish. I just wanted to help my team in any way I can. And that was to get on base and score runs and drive in runs when guys was on base. So I was happy I was able to do that.
This the Bahamas' Charles Reckley among bodybuilders getting ready to compete in the upcoming Bahamas Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation National Championships. Reckley says he's ready.
The workout has been really great, but coming on to the last few weeks, it's been intense along with the diet. The cardio sessions has moved up now to 50 minutes morning and evening. But other than that, the workout is going pretty great, and I'm loving it.
And if you're wondering what a typical meal or workout for these bodybuilders entail, here's Paul Wilson.
In the morning, it starts like 6 a.m., 6:30. We do our cardio. Fasted cardio means no food in the system, just water, maybe some branching amino acids, and we do that for an hour. And some of us are able to come back later on that day and do the weight training part of it much earlier than others. For other people, they usually wait until the evening when they get off from work. So most of us right now, we're doing between 2 to 4 hours of training per day. This is the last 3 weeks for the competition.
This schedule is out for the Bunny Laverty National Basketball Round Robin Championships, which will tip off on Thursday in Freeport, Grand Bahama. Play will be in 2 divisions with teams competing from Abaco, Bimini, Eleuthera, and New Providence. Fast Track and Coca-Cola will represent the host island. Commonwealth Bank Giants and Breezes High Flyers are the teams from New Providence. Joining me live in studio is First Vice President of the Bahamas Basketball Federation, Mario Bolag. Welcome, Mario.
Hi, Kelsey. Thanks for having me.
Just talk a little bit about organizing the Bunny Laverty Basketball National Round Robin Championships, what all it entails, and what kind of competition we'll see over the weekend.
Well, first of all, in Grand Bahama, you know, the president, Charlie Rubens, is down there. So he has a local organization committee down there with Norris Bean, Ozzie Simons, and, of course, the president of the Grand Bahama Association, Quentin Hall, along with Edvardo Campo and Crippy Wilson. And so they have done the groundwork and did all the work that is necessary to get the tournament off the ground. We should be looking for some keen competition. I've heard teams from Grand Bahama, Bimini and Abaco stated that they are coming to show Grand Bahama and New Providence who is king with basketball in the country. So we should be looking for some keen competition in Division 1 and the Division 2 play.
Now, we don't have women play this time around. How can we make sure put that particular part of the tournament back into play?
Well, see, the problem we face within the country is that only New Providence has women league playing all year round. And so we're trying to assist these associations and the other farmlands as best as we can encourage them to have women play. And once they have women play, then we can, be consistent with the women championships. But at this time now, it's only the all-star teams that can represent the islands. And the Providence Women Leagues Association is still going on at this time.
Do you see that as a hamper or a damper for women play nationally?
Not necessarily, but we must have more interest of persons who are interested in coaching the game to continue the growth and development of the women's. And I think that's where we're dying, having persons who have the interest to keep the young girls going and playing the game.
Final question. Only 4 teams will be represented from each island, 4 islands. How can we make sure we have more islands represented next year?
One thing the Federation has decided to do that we may have to change the time of the round robin when it's played. Normally this is the time when the Exuma Regatta is going on, as you know. And we have teams from Exuma and other islands wanting to play, but which is most important to them is their regatta. So we respect that. So we're going to have to change the time. And then we think we'll get the growth of teams coming into the next tournament.
Thank you so much, and we wish you good luck in your tournaments. Well, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Kelsey Johnson.
ZNS